Hi everyone, welcome to Not Just Advice, a channel where I help you improve your French language abilities, not just by giving advice, but by working alongside you with practical working sessions. In this video, we're going to write alongside me, where I'll help you write Faits Divers, which is the Section AF TEF Canada exam. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's begin by analyzing how the real examination screen looks like. So you'll have three things. The first one is the consignment, where you're given the instructions. Then you have the topic itself, which will always contain a heading and a line which starts the article, which you need to finish. And then there's a small text box which you need to use in order to write your article. Within the consignment, the words are always the same. Voici le début d'un article de presse. Terminez cet article en ajoutant à la suite un texte de 80 mots minimum, en faisant plusieurs paragraphes, which means finish this article. Here is the beginning of an article. Finish this article by adding 80 words minimum to the following of these lines, and then by making some paragraphs. Okay. So what we're going to do is analyze the topic at first. What I'm going to teach you is basically how you should approach this Faits Divers or this exercise of Faits Divers within the examination and within your practice sessions. So what you're going to do is begin by analyzing what the topic is at first. So this topic is basically, or this title is basically the title that the author of this article wants to give to the article. So the story overall has to kind of conform to the title itself, right? So the title cannot be different from something that's inside the story, and hence it's very important that we make it coherent with this title. And then we have the line itself, which starts the article, and you have to continue that line. Okay, so the title says un nouveau riche. Un nouveau riche means someone who's newly rich. En creusant dans ce jardin pour planter un arbre, un habitant de Montréal a fait une très agréable découverte. While digging in his garden for planting a tree, Montreal living being or habitant of Montreal has made a very pleasant discovery. So we see three things. There's a garden, there's a discovery which is pleasant, and then someone is getting rich. So by combining these three elements, what comes to my mind is basically someone discovers an object of good value that he's going to sell. In turn, he's going to receive some money and he's going to become rich. It adds perfectly, right? Given this is an agréable découverte, it means this is a pleasant discovery and someone is becoming rich. You wouldn't say that he found a very gross or very big and scary spider, for example. He made a discovery for sure. That could be one story, but it doesn't really add up to the nouveau riche title, right? So you have to conform your story in what the title is saying to you. Of course, that there could be multiple storylines possible according to your creativity, your thinking, but let's just start by saying, okay, he made the discovery, let's say when he saw, quand il a vu quelque chose de brillant par terre. And here I'm saying when he saw something shiny on the ground. Okay? Quand il a vu quelque chose de brillant par terre. Quelque chose de brillant par terre. Let's move on. And I want to say, let's say now that he's observed that there is something shiny on the ground. What's the next natural step? He would want to pick it up. Okay, il a pris cet objet, I'd say cet objet, dans ses mains, in his hands, dans ses mains, pour qu'il puisse l'analyser soigneusement. Okay. So I'll explain the sentence. He took that object. This is set. Set is the demonstrative pronoun. We're talking about a specific object that we just talked about, which is quelque chose de brillant. He took that object in his hands so that pour qu'il puisse is pour que plus subjunctive, l'analyser soigneusement. So I'll just give you another replacement of this. I could have also written pour qu'il puisse analyser cet objet soigneusement. So, but you see that I already used the word set objet, and if I use the set objet again, it sounds very repetitive. So what I'm gonna do is basically replace this by complément objet direct, because between analyser and set objet there is no preposition. It's a void, right? There is no preposition that we've used. So I'm going to replace set objet with the COD, the complément objet direct, which is the complément objet direct for masculine singular, which is LE. If given that this is being followed by a vowel, I would basically eliminate this, and this would become l'analyser soigneusement. Okay? So il a pris cet objet dans ses mains pour qu'il puisse l'analyser soigneusement, so that he could analyze that object carefully is what I'm meaning by soigneusement. Or we could say avec soin. This exactly means the same thing, with care, but let's just, for maintaining a good lexic or structure of vocabulary, I would use soigneusement. Given that he analyzed that object carefully, probably is going to realize something or know something about that object. So I'll just use, let's say, il s'est rendu compte que cet objet, ou let's say cette petite pierre, était un vrai diamant. So what do I mean by this? Elle s'est rendu compte is basically the past tense of se rendre compte, the verb. Since it's a reflexive verb, I will always use être conjugation. What did he realize? Que cette petite pierre. So basically, I kind of used a synonym for quelque chose de brillant, for cet objet, for le. Now I'm using cette petite pierre. He has observed something which is brilliant, and now he's saying that it's a small stone which is little in size. Okay, basically a small stone. Cette petite pierre était un vrai diamant. He realized that, okay, he thinks that it's a real diamond. But since he's not really sure, let's just add a possibility element to this. C'était vraisemblablement, that que cette petite pierre était vraisemblablement un vrai diamant. That means it was most likely a real diamond. He cannot really be sure because he's not an expert. He's just a normal man, right? Who's doing his things in the garden. So let's just say, just to be sure, he's going to do something in order to verify that, in fact, that is a real diamond. Let's say, pour être sûr. I don't know, he goes somewhere. Il est allé dans une boutique spécialisée pour faire analyser ce diamant. Okay, so to be sure, he went inside a special boutique. And boutique in French is basically a specialized store. He went inside a boutique pour faire analyser ce diamant. You could have asked me that I should use pour analyser ce diamant. If I used pour analyser ce diamant, it means that he is going to himself analyze that diamond. But I'm using the causative form in French, which helps us describe something that is done by someone else. So we add pour faire analyser ce diamant, which means he's going to get the diamond analyzed and he's not doing it himself. Let's say this is the story that we're following. Now, what's the natural next step? We got the diamond analyzed. Most likely, because we have to say that the man is going to become rich, we have to kind of follow that the diamond was in fact a real diamond. Okay, so we say on a déclaré que c'était en effet un diamant. d'une grande valeur. Okay. On a déclaré is basically an impersonal statement where I'm saying it was declared. Who declared it? I don't care, but it was declared by someone. On a déclaré que c'était en effet un diamant d'une grande valeur. It was declared that it was in fact a diamond of great value. Okay, what was following this? Let's say we talk about demand, l'homme, tout de suite, décider de what? Vendre, let's say cet objet, le diamant, or what we can do is to replace le diamant, we could just say de le vendre et en échange, il a reçu une grosse somme d'argent. Okay, so the man immediately tout de suite decided, l'homme a tout de suite décidé de le vendre et en échange il a reçu une grosse somme d'argent. What do I mean by this? The man immediately decided to sell it. Sell what? It is being referred to the diamond here. And in exchange, he received a big amount of money. Let's move on. Now that he's received it, let's probably just add one little quotation. Je suis très heureux. Since it's a man, I'll use the masculine singular adjective. Je suis très heureux d'avoir trouvé cet objet de grande valeur. Or no, I used this already. So cet objet voilà, dans mon jardin. Okay, I'll just use this one. Then I'll close the guillemets. Then I'll say a déclaré l'homme. Or in fact, in order to replace l'homme, I'd use ce trentenaire à notre journal. Okay, I'll explain this line to you. Je suis très heureux d'avoir trouvé cet objet valable dans mon jardin. What he's saying, I'm very happy to have found this object of great value in my garden. And now using my garden, I'm linking this initial sentence here which says in his garden. I'm here making him say that I found this object in my garden. A déclaré ce trentenaire means this 30-year-old something à notre journal. À notre journal basically is to our newspaper. So let's complicate things a little bit. Instead of the male protagonist that we have in the story, let's change that to a female protagonist. Let's say we had a title which resembles something like this. Femme riche. En creusant dans ce jardin pour planter un arbre, une habitante de Montréal a fait une très agréable découverte. Okay? I did not change anything, just that I changed the male protagonist to female protagonist. So what I'm going to do is, in order to write the same story but with this female protagonist, I'm going to change every il to elle so that we can refer back to this woman that we're talking about. Quand elle a vu quelque chose de brillant par terre, elle a pris, with a capital E because it's starting the sentence, a pris cet objet dans ses mains pour qu'elle puisse l'analyser soigneusement. Elle s'est rendue compte And here is where the difference comes. Given that it's a female protagonist, I'm using elle, and given that I have conjugated this verb with être, I need to accord the past participle with the pronoun. So I have a singular, a female pronoun, so I'll add an i. Elle s'est rendue compte que cette pierre, petite pierre, était vraisemblablement un vrai diamant. Okay? Pour être sûr, elle est allée, again, it's an être conjugation, so I'll add an extra i, dans une boutique spécialisée pour faire analyser ce diamant. On a déclaré que c'était en effet un diamant d'une grande valeur. L'homme a tout de suite décidé, non, la femme a tout de suite décidé de le vendre et en échange, elle a reçu une grosse somme d'argent. Je suis très heureux, non, heureuse. Je suis très heureuse because I want to say that whatever I'm referring with je is a feminine gender, ok? Je suis très heureuse d'avoir trouvé cet objet valable, which is useful. Cet objet valable means the useful object in my garden. A déclaré ce trentenaire? Non. Cette trentenaire. Un autre journal. So I have a bonus for you at the end of this video. Given that you've watched this video till the end, what I'm gonna do is compile every word that I've used here if it's new for you, and I'm gonna basically put it in a vocabulary list, and I'm gonna put everything inside a PDF and share it with you. I will add all the verbs to this list, the nouns to this list, and further on segregate everything inside the correct box so that you have a better idea as to what word was used in the Faits Divers that you just wrote, if you wrote along with me. Otherwise, you could just follow this list in order to improve your vocabulary. What I'm gonna do is also include a grammar topic of the day every time that I make this video. Included the topic of the day as passé composé. If you have any doubts on this, please feel free to reach out. I've tried to make this a very simple and self-explanatory PDF. If you want to receive this PDF, I'll put down a link of a small form that I've created, basically nothing but a name and a full name, and the form will automatically ask you for your email address. The form is nothing but 2 short fields, your first name and last name. You can choose to stay anonymous if you want, but there's a checkbox that will appear where you can tick the checkbox to provide me your email address so that I can send you this free vocabulary PDF along with the grammar TOD that we just discussed. And that is it for this video. I hope you found some value, and if you did, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for more such awesome content, and I hope to see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.